All right, you guys, we're starting a little early today. Just a little, just a little. Absolutely. So, welcome to the Sesh Connection. I, of course, am your host, Tracy Valentine. With me today is my guest, Laura Jean.
Hello,
How you
everybody.
doing? Welcome, Laura. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I'm always happy to be with you. It's always
Yes.
a pleasure.
Thank you. Absolutely. This is your first time being part of this first segment of the show, correct?
Right.
Yes,
And being
yes.
heard too.
I know, right? We've got sound this time. You've definitely watched the show before, so you already know how this goes.
Oh yeah.
Super exciting, of course. Let's see here. Yingling has taken that spot there, so we're just going to put our notes on top of him. Everything will be just fine. We're going to try and keep him quiet this time, you guys. I don't know how long that's going to last. You all have been. This is the 13th episode, so.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13, not bad.
I was born on Friday the 13th.
There's something lovely and evil about that. All in one. Evil. All right, so on today's episode, we are going to do things a little bit different for the first segment. There are tons of things that you've watched the show that it's about like big drinkers. We do a lot of brewery stuff, right?
Yep.
And the worst part about that is that we've got a good fair amount of people out there that aren't drinkers. Could you imagine?
I can't imagine.
I know, this is awful. So we have to have stuff out there for sure, right? I mean, there's alternatives. Gotta have some. So today's segment is all about finding the alternative that maybe isn't even alcohol related. Like, who just wants to go to a brewery or a bar and just be like, I'll have that NA beer right over there. I still want something exciting.
I want it to taste well.
Goddamn right.
I want to enjoy it.
Right. So let's talk local. Our first review is Keith brand THC infused beverages. Now, depending on rec or med, it's either you're getting a 10 milligram or 100 milligram. Now, Kiernan, though, was telling me, Kiernan from, our friend Kiernan.
Denver Coast.
Yes. Oh, we've lost camera. Hold on, you guys. Bear with us. It's okay. That's what we're all here for. You guys are here to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make sure that these cameras work correctly for us. If we have to, we're going to make sure that our camera is leaning towards myself and Laura. There we go. We'll lean that over a little bit more just in case. Stop. So, of course, we're always going to constantly have these issues that I'm always running into with the camera or the sound. This time it's not a sound issue, is it? That's lovely. No sound issue today. But we definitely have a little camera issue, and that's okay. We're going to figure that out as we go. We're not going to let it stop us. I'll keep fucking around here, and we'll be just fine. Absolutely. So let's talk, like we said, Keith. So Kiernan said that, what was it, 25 milligram? Or no, 100 milligram on rec side coming our way.
Are you serious?
She told me you would give that face. She said you would give that face.
Well, for one, I am a big fan of their root beer soda. Like, I drink this stuff religiously to the point where I take it to brew pubs with friends. Label comes off perfectly. I tell people it's my home brew. I'm not an alcohol drinker. I don't really care for the taste. So for me, I don't want to taste. I also don't really want to taste the cannabis either. And then the 100 milligram soda, key soda on medical, I tried it once. Tracy, and I think I finished like a quarter of the can.
Oh.
And not only was I a little toasty, but I didn't like the taste of it.
Really?
I wish I could have shook it up halfway through.
So it was hashy.
A little bit too much for me. So that's why I'm always downing my 10 milligrams.
I love it.
I love
it. We're definitely going to look at that. How about a little bit of history? They started apparently operations in Boulder in 2010.
So relatively new, but still, they've been on the market.
They're nationwide. And by nationwide, you guys, like, they're in Puerto Rico, they're in Canada. You can get them in so many places. 14 years later, the company's still going strong. I believe the gentleman that actually made it, Eric Knudsen, I want to say. I could be wrong on that. Eric Knudsen, he actually made it for his grandmother, or made one and had his grandmother, 85 years old, try it. and she was drinking more and more and more. I'm like, of course, that's
genius.
When we gave my grandfather a joint when he was, on hospice, that man wanted to smoke more. Of course. Why were we not offering this to them?
I actually saw a video today of a guy that goes around the nursing home, a palliative care hospice, and he's a drink mixer. It's like, why are we not giving these people the same benefits of life when they're dying?
Agreed. I worked in healthcare as well for a while. I worked in admissions and I worked in activities. When I was in activities, we had an actual happy hour. There was one where we did mocktails because that was the type of facility I worked in. We did mocktails. There are other facilities that have actual bars in their nursing homes.
It's genius.
Yes, but they won't allow somebody to go outside and smoke their cannabis in peace, right?
But why? Why is that?
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Yeah. So, just a quick backstory too. Were you at the event that the Sesh Connection did where we made those VIP containers of the Keef sodas?
No.
Oh, okay. So, no joke, Bailey, the rep from Keef Sodas.
Yeah.
When I told her that I was doing a little deal where I wanted to make VIP, you know how the Sesh Connection, we had all different types of VIP bags.
Yes.
We personalized these bags. We enjoyed doing this. This was a lot of fun for us. So she gave me cases of this and all different ones. And so you empty them out, you drill a little hole in here, which was just a poke through hole. You could do it with a quick punch hole. And then you put a lanyard clip in there. And then I put everybody's swag inside of there. So they had a little holder and they carried it. And we lost camera again, but that's okay.
Is my cord pulling?
No. Sometimes. It's really not that.
I don't want it to be my fault again.
No. This is not Laura's fault, you guys.
The sound thing.
No.
I'm pretty sure I touched the button.
She's not taking blame on this one.
I'm okay with that.
But so when she gave me these, now the smart person would have taken all 50 of them and emptied them out, poured them out. I drank 50. It was in a 2-month period.
Okay, good.
But I drank 50 of them for sure. 100% drank 50. So they were all tasty. I loved each and every one of them. But then, like I said, we filled them all with gifts. So I sterilized them though too, you guys. Even though you may think that some of them may have a little bit of my spit on them, I promise they were all washed off.
No backwash.
There's no spit. None. So.
And they've won some major awards too. Our Bubba Kush, several years in a row.
Yes.
And
yes,
it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we were just at an event, the THC Classic Awards, and we tried the Dr. Puffer. And what did you try?
I did this. No, I did the blueberry coconut. Yes. I love that one.
Oh boy.
I'm a huge fan of that. So I apologize for veering from it. I know, like you said, you in fact brought a couple as well. I actually really like their sparkling sodas. So I grabbed one of those. So guys, I do want to show you that for Easter time, we have our own Easter basket.
Slightly pagan with the Frankenstein, but we don't mind.
We don't mind. It's a combination Easter, Halloween basket. That's how I roll.
And it's April Fool's. So
That's right.
The joke is on us.
So I brought us a Keef soda here, a blood orange, to try. If you want to try this one with me, you are more than welcome.
No,
otherwise, I know you've
I'm
got
good over here double fisting my
excellent. Excellent. I know Yingling really wants to be a part of that. I'm sorry, Yingling, you cannot.
Give you some root beer.
All right, so let's see what we got going on here. We still got our little camera issue going on and off. That's fine. He is off right now. It's the camera. It's not us. It's nothing else. I just think that Tracy needs to get a hold on her better cameras. And it'll happen one day, eventually, in the near future. Until then. And we're recording on several different platforms right now. I've got a phone recording us. I've got this recording us. We're fine. We're recording us. We're good. We're all good. Everything will be good. We'll make do. So, anyway, I grabbed where are you, camera? See, now I have to find cameras all over the place.
Camera 1, camera 2.
I grabbed the blood orange. This is a 10 milligram sparkling water by Keith Brand. And you have
I have a root
she
beer.
has brought the Bubba Kush root beer. And this is also a 10 milligram. I wasn't sure if you went and got you a 100 milligram or not. I was curious.
I got to drive home after this.
That's fair.
If I
That's
take a
fair.
100 milligram here, I'm going to be,
You're not wrong. And you know that we do have a lot of sampling we're doing tonight, right?
I love
We're back. So is the dog, who's interrupting the show a lot more than he has any other time. Thanks, Yingling. We acknowledge you. You're here. So let's stop barking, babe, please. Okay.
So have you tried the blood orange
I
before?
have. I have.
Excited
I
for
know.
this.
I know. So, I'm just gonna spill that a little bit all
Good.
over my notes and all my good stuff. And there goes our camera again.
I think one of my favorite things about the root beer is that it tastes so much like a nostalgic root beer for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I come back to it, because I am a creature of habit.
Fair.
And growing up, like, a root beer was always such a treat. And so I just love them. I just wish I could make it to a root beer float, but I never have it that long enough.
I love the root beer floats. As I was telling you before, ice cream,
Never makes it that far.
New Year's Day,
I drink it
because they're
before
so
that.
good.
Yeah.
So
and it's like the Pringles. Once you pop,
you can't stop. That's fair.
Cheers.
So mine is going to be a more of a clear-ish, more of like a soda water kind of coloring to it, right? We do want to see what that root beer looks like, because we want to prove to people that it's the color of root beer.
I even kind of poured it like
very effervescent, just like a soda water. And
There's that
go
root
ahead,
beer.
you guys take a
Yeah.
peek. Yeah.
There's-
Oh, there it is. We're doing this a little awkward today, but that's okay. We know we're going to have some people watching, maybe, perhaps, who knows? We don't know.
It'll be worth
We know
it.
that there's definitely a basket for people to be buying for today. So if we don't see viewers soon, oh well, you will all lose. And me and Laura are going to split. How many items are in here? About 12?
Quite a few.
There's a lot.
Didn't
There's
you
a
say
lot.
like over 100 something?
100 and probably about $175
Yeah, we got a lot of goodies up for grabs tonight.
goodies
so
in here.
I'm
Lots and
okay. I'm
lots.
okay taking it home.
I know, right? I know.
The
Oh,
Joy Bombs, I mean, I've got plenty of those, so I'll share those with you.
Absolutely. So, all right. So definitely that nice, like really effervescent blood orange taste to it. Really light. It's not overbearing. It's not chemical tasting. I really enjoy the taste of it. How about your root beer over there?
Keith does well. Keith does
Yeah.
really well. I have yet to taste a flavor where I'm like, oh, not so much there, folks.
Right.
The root beer, like I said, it's the nostalgic, almost like an A&W root beer. It's full. It's just so full of the good vanilla that you just want to. Yeah, I love it. Like I say, I have a root beer problem. I don't have it's not a beer problem, just a root beer.
So, all right. So, Laura, you watch the show each week, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So you've been on the show. We established that.
I've won some goodies.
You have won some goodies.
Yeah.
But you didn't get to experience the next part. So you're not a beer drinker. We know that.
Right.
And as we established that. But you know this is a show about breweries.
Of course.
Of course. And typically, but obviously today's episode, I wanted to do something a little different with you and talk about those alternatives that aren't those high ABV filled, right?
Right.
However, respectfully, I also wanted to experience the brewery world from different aspects.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think for our travel part today, we're going to stick within the United States.
Okay.
We're going to California.
I don't have my passport anyway, so that works out well.
Fantastic. So we're going to California. And in California, we decided California. Right? Look at this. Since the last time you were here, it's gotten quite colorful. We've traveled. It's a total scratch off. Yeah. Yes. It's fun. It's interactive. I love it. So, anyhow, you guys, this I got from the Lagwa. I didn't get it from Lagunitas Brewery, but we're going to say we got it from the Lagunitas Brewery. You guys, this is Lagunitas Hi-Fi Sessions. Again, a cannabis-infused sparkling water. This one, though, as I said, this is from a brewery, you guys. This is straight out of the Lagunitas Brewery in Northern California. And it has 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 alcohol, right? Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I took you to a brewery, but didn't make you drink. I'm not an asshole, you know what I mean?
Well, if I can't peel the label off,
I didn't try.
I'm pretty sure that label looks like
we're gonna have to try. It seems as though it kind of has the same. We've lost camera. It kind of has the same
safety
top,
seal,
yes, as the Keef Soda brand. So same kind of lid to it, of course. And how you open them up and how we opened up the Keef Soda one is you take that little top piece here and you just pull it back, and Tracy's just going to douse everything in front of her.
We have baptized
yes,
the computer.
we have.
Holy
smoky boat. Okay. We'll wipe that down later.
It was canned fresh this morning.
That's right.
So, you know, that pop.
And then you just push back on it. And actually, what the great thing about a lot of these canned sodas like this is that when you open it up, you can pull the top back, and it actually opens it up so that you can even push it back a little bit and close it each time. So if you only want to sip, you can have a sip, or you can just pour the whole damn thing in, right?
Just has a
Nobody has just a damn sip. That's impossible.
That's insulting.
Yes, yes, very. No. So I guess it is. It's tasting time. It's tasting time. Are you excited?
Pour, baby,
Excellent.
pour.
So the first time that I saw this particular brand, I was at what is the Baldora on the water?
Oh,
Beldoria?
Belladoria.
Yes.
Yeah, that big fancy
That's
place
where
in
they
Lakewood.
have those events.
Yeah.
Really great place. It was over there. They were giving out samples of this, as well as like Major was there. I believe Pete was there. Caviar. Bunch of different stuff. And we're actually working off of the laptop camera this time for whomever is watching right now, Dad. Because we keep losing our camera. So we're trying to work it off of that a little bit. But anyway, so again, looks the same kind of as the blood orange that I had, right? Yeah. Do we have a flavor profile on this? Again, another 10 milligrams THC. It's called Poppy Chill, and it looks like their cannabis is used by Absolute Extracts. It's refreshing note of tropical citrus.
Sure is.
Right. So So being in the brewery world, I don't necessarily smell a hoppiness.
I don't smell any hoppiness.
Definitely not a hoppiness smell.
I don't smell hoppiness, but I'll feel it.
I feel hoppiness.
Oh.
Interesting. I don't get a flavor profile
really
on
either.
that. It's refreshing. I would say it's like plain, right?
Like an unflavored seltzer kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. My name's Mercedes. My favorite color is clear.
You know what it reminds me of? You know, Kitty Cat seltzer.
Oh, Queen Kitty.
Queen Kitty Cat seltzer from here in Denver.
Yeah. Love Queen Kitty seltzer.
That's what it reminds me of. Her unflavored seltzer.
Yeah.
That's what it.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely reminds me of that. I would say that this has a lot of lot of bubbles, a lot of effervescence.
Yeah.
But when I said plain, that's kind of where I was thinking was their plain, the Naked. I think it's called Naked.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very much that nice, but it's perfect. Like I don't feel like it's not lacking anything really. I'm not looking for something,
No, my mouth is quite happy.
Right. It's quite hoppy.
It's quite hoppy right now, let me tell you.
It's very hoppy.
It's very hoppy. No, it's pleasantly surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I was a little worried.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's from Lagunitas Brewery. That's that's in Northern California. I have to tell you, I don't think that there was there was not much in the way of information. I can tell you that I found that Lagunitas was produced in 2018, and that's a cannabis-infused hoppy sparkling beverage called Hi-Fi Hop.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like it.
That's 2 is Locked up.
So
Oh,
I know you
okay.
really didn't go to California to get this, but where did you find this locally?
Oh, yes. So actually, it's funny that you said that because I want to make sure people do know that where did we get these from? How about Morrison Garden over on Morrison Road? They had some very, 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 very unique stuff. One of the other things that you're going to see that they have is something that we have for the second segment that you and I are trying. They are nicely slushing right now. But yeah, this place, Morrison Gardens, has the rarities, pardon me, the rarities of the rarities. Loved it. When they opened up last month, 2 months ago, I think I did a pop-up there for Pyramid.
Okay.
Yes, and it was actually a whole bunch of us. Caviar was there, Canyon was there. Like we were all just hanging out and doing this like in-room pop-up.
out by Red Rocks?
No, it's
Morrison Road.
do you know where Stone Dispensary is?
Okay, all right. Now I know
It's
where we
right
are.
down the street from there,
Okay.
literally right down the street. Yeah. One
Let's go
of
check
their
that
other
out.
places is Park Hill Garden over on
Okay.
Colfax, Upper Colfax. So
I like the quirky,
yeah.
especially when it comes to cannabis.
So those were the two beer thingies that we tried. Guys, that's your alternative to beers, to alcohol. Grab you a Keef soda or a Lagunitas Hi-Fi, of course, and take those.
There's no reason why you can't
Oh, heck
enjoy.
no.
You know?
Absolutely. Rather than going and getting an NA beer, rather than having to sit there and watch your friends drink and feel uncomfortable. I mean, I know that when I go out, I always have to make sure I have my own car.
Right.
Because I am always ready to up and go when I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that my friends, not a lot of them, that's an understatement. Not every one of them smokes pot. So the ones that don't, they don't know what it's like for me to be like, I don't want to drink. I would rather just go outside, take a puff of this, feel good, and
Exactly.
So yeah, I love that there are beer alternatives. I love that you were able to join us for that segment part of it. We've got a lot of beer events coming up though, and I'm definitely going to talk about these. Some of them are fun, some of them are weird.
Well, we like weird. You know that.
Like weird. So the first weird event coming up, you guys, is 4/6. So April 6th is
soon.
New Beer's Eve, and April 7th is, of course, New Beer's Day.
Oh, is this like a real thing?
It's a real
Is this something
thing.
that Denver just made up, or is this like?
It's totally a real thing.
That is so cool.
It's an absolute real thing.
Mhm.
It is celebrated yearly, annually, whatever. But it is on the 6th and the 7th. And I just love it. I think that I really want to know what happens on New Year's Eve.
Right.
Because I'm sure New Beer's Day, obviously you get to try the new beer. What's going on New Beer's Eve?
You're escorting all the old beers out.
Do you leave an empty glass? Like, is there a tree? Do we put a little hops plant like outside and put a cup under it, waiting for that new beer?
I don't know.
Is anybody gonna buy me a New Beer's Eve gift or a New Beer's Day gift? Dad, I know you're watching. It's a holiday.
Gotta honor your daughter.
Gotta honor those holidays. Gotta honor your daughter. She's not wrong. So yeah, New Beer's Eve, New Beer's Day, the 6th and the 7th. Also on the 6th and the 7th, I love this. Lady Justice Brewery. They were on Colfax, and they had just shut down on the 30th to open up on the 6th and the 7th. Their new grand reopening is on Acoma Street, where the old Sunroom Brewery used to be. They are opening the 6th and the 7th, new location. Love it, love it, love it.
Wow.
Women-owned, women brewers, women employees, through and through, women.
Wow.
Love it. It's really cool, really great place.
That's
The
awesome.
murals that they had at the old place were really cool.
Oh.
Yeah. They had Ruth there. They had Frida there.
Oh my
It's
god.
lovely artwork all over the walls. All the
legendary
empowering
ladies.
women.
I love it.
On the 10th is Colorado Pint Day. So obviously that is a Colorado thing.
Well,
They give you a pint glass for Colorado Pint Day. It's just a yearly thing.
who's they? Just
They, like the
like
beer
the elves,
the beer elves.
That's
Yes.
so cool.
They're the ones that give you your New Beer's Day beers.
Making a list. They're checking it twice.
Gotta find out if you're sober or not. So Colorado Pint Day, really cool blast
awesome.
this year, and most breweries are celebrating it. So they're like, you can actually go on the site, Colorado Pint Day. There's a site, and find out which breweries are
That is
participating.
so cool.
So I mean, and if you are interested in just getting a pint for a pint glass rather, you can still go there and like get a soda in there. Absolutely, 100%.
That is too cool.
You do know that there are lots of breweries that actually brew their own root beer,
I
right?
do know that.
Ooh,
Yes, but there's many that don't. So
Yes.
I always have to
If you want a really, really good root beer, I used to work at Halfpenny Brewery in Centennial off of Arapahoe Road. They make a killer root beer. It is so delicious. Not too sweet, not too like fizzy where you lose that sweetness, you know. It's perfect.
Not too shabby.
I highly recommend it.
I love
and
it. I love it.
Ms. Root Beer, did you know that there is a root beer brewery? It's either off of Bellevue or Bowles on your way to, what is that, like Lakewood Morrison?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
dear.
Yeah, I will find that out for you.
I'm
was
already
gonna,
broke.
Look, I was
going to
go there before I went to get these. I'll tell you that. That's for
That's
sure. I was
awesome.
going to do that.
I love my root beer. I do. I really do.
On the 11th of April, there's tons. So we're still going through.
April is a busy
Yes,
month for
April
many
really-
reasons.
For many different industries too. So in April on the 11th is King Gambino's Day. This is he is considered the patron saint of brewers. One would say that he is actually the inventor of hopped beer.
Interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Now, as a Lutheran, I think I would have said that Martin Luther would be the saint of all beers.
No,
but
apparently not.
I guess I'm wrong.
This King Gambino's guy. That's right.
What a name.
But yeah,
Oh,
right.
man.
So definitely have a hoppy beer toast to King Gambinus on the 11th for King Gambinus Day. On the 17th is National Saison Day. So more of like the farmhouse style ale, the kind of ale I talk about that I like, that funkiness. It's a type of style that has like an earthy, some mostly fruity, sometimes funky taste. Not necessarily sour, but like I said, definitely on the funk end. Absolutely
Flavorful.
celebrate that day, you guys. I know a lot of people that kind of like that and they think that there are a lot of sour. They're not. There's sessions, saison, seasonal beers.
So many different kinds. It blows my mind.
There really, really are. On the 20th, we're getting to the 20s, the 420, which means so much in the other segment of our show, which we're going to get to in a bit. Pyramid from the Cannabis Seg, is collaborating with the 6 and 40 Brewery, which is in Wheat Ridge.
Okay.
They are doing a terp-infused beer.
Of course
They're
are.
releasing that on 420.
Of
They're actually
course.
releasing on the 18th, but then releasing it to the public on the 20th.
I love it.
Yes. So it's still going to be a beer. So it's still going to have an ABV, right? But it's not cannabis infused. It is just the terp.
Interesting.
Yes.
So the taste, but wow.
Yes. So very interesting. Kind of can't wait. I might be working that event as well. I'm working a bunch of events on 420. I'm going to be a tired little BA.
Yeah, you need both.
The 23rd is German Beer Day.
Oh,
As in yes. It is certainly the day to celebrate. It is the day that the Reinheitsgebot, or the purity law, was adopted into the beer making world. It states that all German beer can only be made and contain water, barley, and hops.
That's it.
That is a purity law that has been set in stone for
those poor Germans.
God, for years. Yeah, Reinheitsgebot.
Wow.
That is the purity law, and really, they can't really claim to have a German style beer if you go over those.
It makes sense.
Now
That's
they-
a requirement.
Yeah, they unofficially, officially accepted yeast as well, because obviously
Sure.
yeast, we need that to make the beer. So it's sort of accepted in there, but your mains are the barley, the water. And the hops.
So they're not throwing any fruit or
Yeah.
terpenes in their beer. That's
No,
for sure.
hell no.
That's too bad.
Hell no, absolutely. So I think that's going to do it for the first half of the show. Thank you, of course, to Laura, who's, of course, sticking around for the second segment of the show.
Mhm.
Of course. Thank you to Keith Brands, as well as Lagunitas Hi-Fi. Let's show them one more time, you guys. So We tried today the Blood Orange Keef. Oh, here's the camera over here. Look, there it is. Blood Orange Keef. We tried the Hi-Fi Sessions and the Bubba Kush root beer, which even though Laura cannot get to the ice cream part of it, you guys get a scoop of vanilla into that. You will love it. Every New Year's, again, I love going to breweries, but every New Year's, that is actually what I'll do is I will make I'll make a glass of the root beer, the infused root beer. I'll throw some ice cream in that, and I'll stand outside and watch the fireworks that they have right there on 16th. I love it. I love it.
I never make it to midnight.
I go to the early one. I'm not going to lie. I go to the early one. There's two, that they do, like the two. There's like one at 9:30 and one at midnight. I wish they had one at 6:30.
Yeah.
So now, Keef brands, it seems, you can get these in plenty of distos, as we said. The Lagunitas, as we were talking about before, again, awesome dispo. Morrison Gardens. They're on Morrison Road in Lakewood-ish, kind of Denver-ish. They're open till midnight, which I love. 8 a.m. until midnight.
Whoa.
So, guys, if all of your favorite dispensaries close, head over there, man. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed. I'm telling you.
Well, the selection seems like a little out of this world.
Yeah. There's all kinds of goodies over there. Yeah, definitely. They, to me, are probably like the edible store right now. For sure.
Really?
If you want an edible, you're going to find it. You're going to find it there.
I better go make sure they have the right products.
Oh, wink. Yes, maybe. Yes, of course. yes. Absolutely. Anyway, of course, thank you again, you guys. I am your host, Tracy Valentine with the Sesh Connection. If you're just tuning in now to the show for the second segment, with me today, of course, is my guest, Laura Jean, with Joy Bombs and Iovia. We didn't introduce that earlier in the first segment because we really want to push it on this one for her. Absolutely. So welcome, Laura. Thanks for coming back on the show. And I know this time around we don't have Dave or Amy.
I know.
The creative duo behind Joy Bombs. You guys, I really wish that you would have heard that show last time. No,
the passion.
It's okay. They are so passionate. It was such a great experience getting to know them. I really want them on the show again. We will get them. Come back.
Totally.
Yes. Let's see. But you are here, of course, and they have faith that you will represent the company very well.
Let's hope.
I have faith that you will represent the company very well. So, we do have a lot to review tonight. We really do.
We really do.
In fact, as I said, I did put together this pagan basket. And I call it the pagan basket, you guys, because we're talking about before the advent of Christianity. Alrighty. So one of us and one and there is one for us here that we're gonna pull from. But you guys, I still only see one person on the view. This is a fan-filled Easter basket filled with adult goodies.
His daddy's gonna be getting a gift.
And I know, right? He might as well. It is filled with adult goodies. It is filled with all kinds of stuff. I would say about $175 value right there. Lots of good things that came from myself as well as Laura, that came from the companies that we both represent. So I really hope one of our viewers tonight is definitely going to be the person winning it. That viewer must be from Colorado, of course. They must be over the age of 21.
Oh.
Yes. But Laura, let's start, of course, with you. Tell us about Laura.
About me?
How did you get involved in the industry? When? Why?
Kind of a funny story. I spent 19 years in youth and family ministry working for the Lutheran Church. I worked with kids. My joke that I say now is I used to sell hope, but now I sell dope. However, it's obtainable hope. I'm selling options to people that'll give them relief, that'll give them a quality of life. And that brings me, I think, so much more joy now than ever before. And to work for a company that I feel well supported by, and encourages us to, make sure you keep trying our products. Make sure you, they always are pushing us. And so we've got some really good products out right now. So Joy Bombs, Joyables. Do you want me to talk about the history there at all?
I do. Tell us about some Joy Bombs.
Joy Bombs under the Joyables brand. Joyables and Iovia are both brands from RMZ. We're located here in Denver. Joyables came out I would say now, probably about 4 years ago, and it started off as Joy Gum.
Love the Joy Gum.
Now, if you're familiar with the caffeine gum that was put in the meal kits for the military, it's the same technology made by the same man. Dave, our gum scientist, he is the man that holds all the technology for not only the Joy Gum, but he and his wife, Amy, also own the technology behind the Joy Bombs. And it came out of a need for wanting something discreet, wanting something easy that people could have, and then have a variety of options for dosing. They have everything from a 1 milligram up to a 10 milligram piece of bubble gum. The biggest thing with Joy Gum is it's kind of like a chiclet. Yeah. And some people don't like that chiclet texture, taste, kind of how it breaks down. That's kind of also how you know the product is working. Yeah. So
who the fuck doesn't like chiclets?
I don't know. So Joy Gum is not necessarily as widely in dispensaries as much as our Joy Bombs are. Joy Bombs came out about 2.5 years ago or so. Started off with the original 2.5 milligram candy coated fruit chew, because we can't say what they really are kind of like. These are made completely from scratch.
Taste the monochrome rainbow?
Right.
Yes.
However, we say that these are made with the healthy dye alternative. So technically, these are the healthy Skittles.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we started off with original, tropical, and then the sours. And then this last year, we released the berry blends and the sour blends, which are a CBD THC 1-to-1. And then just in the last couple of months, we released Dream Blend, which is a 2.5 milligram deliciousness. It's got THC and CBN in there. It's a game changer for a lot of people.
It really is.
We see a lot of our demographic is the older kind of consumer or the more cannabis naive because of the dosing size. And a lot of people have come up to me and be like, you know what? All I need is just one.
Yeah.
I just need one. And I think, wow, I wish I could just have one. And that would,
right?
Get the effect I want.
Right?
But some of these, it's amazing that these products are able to help people and have quality of life.
Yeah. I feel like my mother would probably only use one. I do. I really do. Can we partake in this?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I never say no
to here I am like
cannabis.
ripping open the can we partake in
Can I eat? Can I eat?
Your childproof locks aren't they?
Yeah, it's annoying, but you got it right though. I loved how you did that. Another way I tell people, you just kind of shiv them, you kind of have to be smarter than the container with these child locks.
Yes. So at work, we make the ounce bag. So my least favorite thing, and this is going to sound so petty and stupid, I know, but it's doing this.
Oh yeah.
Because if you do this long enough for 10 hours a day, when some jackass comes in and is like, I see that you've got 10 different strains there. I only like sativas, but I want to take a look at every indica and every hybrid that you have, and that one sativa. So you're opening every bag and then you're closing them. Like, my fingers are tender. I mean, I could play the 6-string bass at this point in time. You know what I mean?
That's actually an item of swag that we're thinking about trying to do. Like some kind of, I wish a 6-string bass. No, like some kind of a 3D printed device that would push down on the thing and allow you to gain access without breaking the seal. Because I think for a lot of people, accessibility is a big problem, especially for the older demographic. And I recently figured out too, with Wana, their little Calyx containers, the bigger container that it's really hard for me to open. Yeah. And especially if it's been like sitting in the cold, like in my car, I have tried to figure out different ways to open these containers.
Sure.
And it's a game changer.
There's got to be a different way. And I'm going to bring her up again because with the difficulty of opening things, my mother has fibromyalgia. So you talk about wanting to open something up and not having it hurt your hands. It's not possible for her half the time. So, I mean, this helps, but for her to even have to press, she'll probably have someone else do it. The Wana, like those holders, I mean, she'll have an issue with that. The Wana dips, which is a completely different company, but the Wana dips that I had shown you earlier that you had tried, the container itself, innovative, smart move. But even like I had trouble with that, so I can't imagine how much more difficult it would be for people to open up certain containers.
For the sake of the child,
I get it, but possibility of senior citizen as well, young adults. I still want to consider myself a young
Oh yeah, we are technically.
But yeah, like they're proof for who? Like I mean, it's a difficulty to open them. So guys, so that you can see here, they do look like that. Beginning with S, ending with S, kind of a fruit chew, of course. I am going to taste this rainbow.
Go for it. Taste the rainbow.
100 milligram in the whole container, so 40
you
pieces,
still
right?
get your 100 milligrams. You can just break it down easier. You can stack, you can share, you can micromanage your dose throughout the day. They don't melt in your pockets. You can just take a handful of them and just maintain your high throughout the day. Vegan, gluten-free. I mean,
I usually have pocket nuggets, but I could have pocket bombs too.
you sure can.
I definitely
You can have pocket bombs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. These are super tasty. I really like them. You guys, even at my dispo that I work at Denver Kush Club, I'm always trying to recommend this to people that, and I brought this up the last time. I bring it up when I've talked to Chad. I bring it up when I talk to a lot of people about their edibles. I never, ever thought as an adult that gummies would be the go-to.
Yeah.
So I love seeing an alternative to
the
gummies.
ungummy is kind of what we market it as, because
Yes.
it's just one of those things. I feel like the market gummies are done in every state.
Yeah.
And to have something that's a little nostalgic but yet different is fun. They actually won, I want to say, best new product in Massachusetts this last year. Yeah, the
That's
Bombs.
awesome.
They're doing great things.
And you guys did it in such a way that you didn't step on the beginning with S, ending with S company.
No.
Whereas there's a lot of, like, Doritos has had mock infused Doritos and Fritos and Cheetos and hot fries and this and that. And you see a lot of people getting away with it to an extent until they're told, hey, you've got to change that. But you guys didn't
this is a completely new product.
Yeah.
And Dave and Amy bring such experience to RMZ. They are official real candy makers. And I think in this industry, it's a rarity to find actual people that have worked in that industry and now have applied it to cannabis. Another fun fact too about Joyables is we were the first people in the cannabis market to put the nutrition facts.
Yes.
That was something that was not done before Joyables hit the market. It was something that Dave and Amy felt was really important because we want people to know what they are putting in their body.
Agreed.
And it's foolish not to have nutrition facts. And I can't believe that we got in the industry for so long without them before that. But yeah, it's huge because who doesn't look at, well, I don't look at labels.
Sometimes. It depends. It really depends. But you know what I like about that is, yes, you're right. Like, people do want to kind of know about their nutrition level. Absolutely. There are a lot of companies that have now started to touch base on that realm. To really kind of get in there. There was a company that came out that I loved when they produced this, and it seemed like it was very short-lived. Pantry. Pantry had come out with these little chocolates that were keto friendly. And when I was in my keto days, back for 4 years, I was on keto. That was an excellent treat for me. That was a beautiful, wonderful treat to know that I was somebody in the industry catered to my kind of, you know what I mean? My restrictions. And I love that. There are sugar-free options for different things.
Which we need.
Like even High Grade or Mountain High Suckers has the sugar-free lollies and the regulars. Oh yeah, yeah. So I like that there's alternatives like that. I love that there's a nutritional value on the back of that, because there are some people that really do want to know. And like you said too, you guys use the natural version of those dyes. You're not throwing red dye number 40 in there. You've already thought of the alternative way.
Yeah,
that's right.
We don't want you to glow in the dark.
No, I love that. I love it. I love it. So yeah, absolutely. So I also put something in the basket for us, and I swear it's not the lotion. I wrote that down.
Well.
I won't get the hose. But it is time sensitive, so I guess we're gonna have to try it, right? All right. So what I have here are from a company called Kahlua Cannabis. Kahuna. I apologize.
Kahuna,
it's the alcoholist in me, not alcoholic. I like to taste the fine liquor. Alcoholist. So it's Kahuna Cannabis Company, and they have a 3-pack here. They're a company out of Westminster.
Are they?
You would
They're
never,
my neighbor. I didn't
would
even know
never
it.
find this out by looking it up on the site. I dug a little deep. I investigated. I did reporter type stuff. Like, yeah, I mean,
sleuthing it up.
Channel 6 better watch out. I'm on it.
Anderson Cooper.
But they make ice pops. THC infused ice pops. They're 100% real fruit. 6 different flavors. This is frozen right now in my hand. Well, it's slushy, but it's still frozen in my hand. 6 flavors, 2 formulas, a day and a night style. I, of course, got us the day. No MCT oil. They claim you could even take this unfrozen. You can put it into a seltzer or a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker for me. 3 to 10 minute onset.
All
right, now that's bold. That's bold. They're talking an almost immediate effect.
Yeah.
And relief. Now, I like hearing those kinds of statements. I do.
Especially with CBN.
Yes. Like what I mean is like, for instance, okay, let's compare taking a Tylenol to taking something like this. So we know taking a Tylenol, you think that like, I took a Tylenol, the moment it swallows down, my headache's going to be gone. No. Hell
Not
no.
Even the
Not at all. Not at all. These are talking 3 to 10 minutes. I mean, compared to most pharmaceutical stuff that you buy, it's like 20 minutes to 2 hours.
Right.
So again, really curious about this. 3 to 10 minutes for a cannabis product to relieve the pain. I'm all in.
Absolutely.
I'm all in.
Absolutely.
I mean, again, we're telling you guys that this is a situation of cannabis in the world versus pharmaceutical stuff. Okay? Cannabis works faster. The onset time is less.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I have 2 flavors here because we are giving one of these away in that basket over there. My dear, cherry lime or strawberry lemonade?
I prefer strawberry if you don't mind the cherry.
I do not mind. So you guys, there's 30 milligrams in a pack, which means that each pack is 10 milligrams a piece. So, so how did you open yours? Is there a rip and
With my
tear?
teeth.
So it's a bite apart. These are definitely childproof. And possibly crazy proof.
I had some of these last September. As some people know, I lost my voice last year to a drag queen, like Ariel.
They took your voice?
Yeah, I screamed too loud and also basically also had ulcerative laryngitis and a big, I used these right after surgery. And between these guys and Juana's 50 milligram on the medical, that is what I used for my surgery recovery, both for my vocal cords and also for my hernia repair.
Wow.
I didn't take any oxy.
Oh, hell no.
I just did this.
Nice. There has never, even as a child or as a teenager, when I had my gallbladder removed too, any kind of medication they've ever given me, sorry, Mom and Dad, I've given it away. I've given it away. It's not my thing. Like, I'm not going to, I have some pain. Honey, we grew up with cramps. Right. That pain ain't nothing. We had to deal with that. Buttercup. Yeah, exactly. So we're good. You know, cannabis is fine for me. I don't need opioids or.
But I will tell you, cannabis suppositories for menstrual cramps.
That before.
Oh my gosh, girl, I make them, and they are a freaking. Well, they don't make them anymore on the market, and after they pulled them, it was like, what am I gonna do? Yeah. Oh yeah, mine's a little bit too. Oh wait.
Okay. Nope. I can taste the cherry and the lime. The lime hits you really like forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't get a cannabis taste. There's something in there in the back end, but it's not a cannabis taste. So I don't feel like I'm eating my weed, which is always a plus. Always a plus.
It's fun.
The more you get into it, the more those flavors kind of.
Could you imagine like pulling out these like out of your cooler, like at a concert or something? What do you mean? It's just a slushy. It's not cannabis.
Right. So of course they're using water soluble technology that increases the bioavailability of the cannabinoids.
Oh yeah.
So which creates that rapid 3 to 10 minute, 3 minute to 10 minute effect.
see.
We don't have it. But we'll try. So, okay. So I believe that we did our joy bombies, right? Okay. And so, all right, I have something that I have added to the basket.
Uh-oh.
It's a two-parter. I'm actually going to place my lovely slushy thingy right here. You know, I might just combine that a little later with my Keith soda.
You could actually combine all those over there that you got from the Lagunitas to the. Look at her go!
Oh, look at that!
Look at that!
You guys.
Pretty.
That's so pretty.
That's not tasty.
Ooh, that's delicious. Hold on now. Just trying something different here. Hold on. Ooh, that is lovely. I think we just made a concoction there. It's definitely good. So, okay. So mine, like I said, it's a two-parter. Well, all right. Technically, it's a three-parter. Alrighty.
I like
the first part. I happily took a sales position with a company.
That's so exciting.
That I just have fallen in love with. There's a reason though. Before I begin, I want to clarify. I still, of course, work for 111.
Absolutely.
And
how can you let go of the good stuff?
I know, right? And I'm actually taking on a larger role with them as well. I'm still very much a bud tender at DKC. So again, happily working there too. So this story actually begins a few years ago. Okay, like literally a few years back, and I bought this pipe that I thought was really ingenious, and I used the shit out of it until you really couldn't use it anymore. Right. And so last year, one of my last events with the Sesh Connection, I actually. It was one that got canceled, and we're not going to go into why we felt to cancel it.
I can only imagine.
But I was looking for some different swag because our swag bags are unique. The stuff we would put into the swag bags were very unique. Everything was thought out. Everything was, you put a lot of thought into it. We made a lot of it. We didn't purchase a lot. We made a lot for you guys. It came from the heart. So, because as you know, our thing was creating these unique swag bags, I stumbled across a company that, again, it was about to purchase. I wanted to purchase in bulk, and I canceled purchasing because of the event. Yeah. So, with the Sesh Connection reboot, the podcast, doing more with things, really kind of getting the Sesh Connection back on track. People, we're working on it. I looked back into this company again. And the company, it's by two longtime friends that invented it. They're about an hour or so where I grew up from. I originally grew up in Jersey, and then moved to Bucks County, Philly area. So they're actually in Morristown, New Jersey.
Very cool.
So long story short, and that's probably too late at this point. They asked if after I gave them a spiel about myself, they asked if I'd be interested in a sales position here in Colorado for them. Because you know how I love to promote shit, and you know how I love to BA for things. So I love the idea. So with no further ado, the company that I will be working for, ladies, gentlemen, it is called Dispose a Bowl. Now, why do I have this like this? It's flat, right? We see that it's flat. In fact, our guest that's going to be winning this evening will show you what the package looks like. So comes with an ivory paperboard, flattened, with and it's food grade, and then it also comes with a food grade stainless steel bowl head, right?
I love it.
So in case you guys can't see that, alrighty, so we'll put that right back in the basket for our winner, whomever that may be. It looks like it's going to be Addis. So what you do, it is so simple to put these together. It's super genius. I'll show you this too. So you take that flat thing, you just simply squish it out so that it basically, molds out that three-dimensional piece, right? So you still have your piece here. You just close your little flaps there, fold that over. And then as you can see, it has a carburetor right there. It has a little carb right on the recycle. And then right here is your little spot for a bowl head, which you can see is right there. Now, Some people are going to want to
Genius.
take this little piece off, and I get it. That's fine.
Yeah.
If you do, that's fine. It makes it more stylish, and you can still put it in there, and you know that it'll definitely get,
Sure.
situated in there. But if you want to take that bowl head out and it's going to be hot, just keep this on here so that your fingers do not get hot, right? So you take this and you push it right down into the center. Not too far, not too crazy, right?
Oh my God.
And that's it. Disposable. So
perfect for tourists.
perfect for tourists, perfect for festivals,
Oh my gosh.
for the upcoming 420 Civic Center Park event, perfect for people that are looking for a way to not go to a dispensary on their vacation day, knowing that you probably have a $10 to $50 pipe at home.
Yeah.
And you go to a dispo, you're like, I need some cannabis. And you're ready to leave, and you're like, oh crap, I also need a bowl. And then you have to leave the bowl at the hotel.
Because you can't travel with it. You can't
travel with it. You've already scarred it with stuff, right? So you can't bring that on TSA. Yes, absolutely. The dogs will hunt you down. So you just take it and you throw it away.
I love it.
Is it a one-time use? I mean, if that's your preference, but I am telling you, I used this until I made the bottom brown. And that was probably like, I was petty and I was poor. That was probably for about a good 3 months that I used a pipe. I was in college. What did you expect? I was in college.
Yeah.
Yes, very. And so I'm even going to show you here. Quiet. I know you want to smoke too. So I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but you can see this little like braided kind of spot down here. That's the bowl head. That's the bottom. You don't need a screen. So you don't even have to buy that extra accessory of needing a screen. You just need a lighter. You just need a lighter. And that's really amazing. Like that's tiny enough too that if you really needed to poke it out because you're using it often, either A, wash it out, blow it out, or get a toothpick and pop them through. Just pop through or get a needle and pop them through. It's that simple. I love it to pieces. So like I said, that's the second part. Alrighty. Let's see. The third part to discuss here, is that, well, we'll discuss that in a minute, is that I actually got some cannabis to put into it. I did.
But can I use this little cute bowl?
Yes.
Is your cannabis
already? Yes.
Is it already ground?
It is not.
Well,
You've all right. So wait. It's the battle of the grinders. Hold on.
Oh, I got
battle of the grinders.
In my grinder, I have Kind Love wedding cake.
So I just wanted to go by our grinders themselves before we pack this pipe and before we talk about the people putting it in, any of that good stuff. So show me. I'll show you your grinder if you show me yours.
Well, my grinder's pretty simple.
She's got a 3-parter.
It is a 3-parter. It's a felony. It is actually one of my grinders that I purchased while I was working at
the Shade of Light.
At the Shade of Light at Light Shade. I like it.
So I have a grinder too. My grinder is from 1996. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
Casey, how old were you in 1996?
There's been a lot of apologies on this. In 1996, I was 16.
Yeah, I think I was too. When did you graduate high school?
97. I graduated when I
was.
was.
Oh. Overachiever. Way to go, Mom and Dad.
I barely passed economics. I'm pretty sure my mother had to beg. But my grinder is sold. Everybody keeps trying to get me to switch it up because it's still like it's made with the nails. Like nails, people. They're
pretty sure
nails.
the Inca people made your grinder.
I'm pretty sure if there's anybody from the East Coast, from PA, from Pennsy listening to this, if you see this, you know that I got it from that crazy lady with the long white hair and the one eye that used to sell all of the illegal things in her store, and we all used to get them from there. You all know the place. I think it's called like High Vibes or something like that.
Awesome.
It was in a little shopping center. She was busted every other day. Every other day. I mean, if you walked in there, you were pretty much like, you know what? Should I even be in here, or are the cops going to walk in after
It's a
me?
felony. Just walk in.
Yes. Yeah, you could smell the officers waiting around. Like you just knew it. So
Oh my
you have
God.
some cannabis to put in there, right?
I do.
I have some cannabis in here that I also got. But while we're talking about the, getting our cannabis and stuff together, let me just go back to Disposable. If you're looking for, if you are a company out there and you are looking for case orders, custom orders, if you wanted, when I say custom orders, you can get this
Branded?
with a brand name on there. So, oh
Johnny
yes, we do
Bombs.
minimal orders of that as well that we can do for you. So we do bulk orders for lounges too and stuff like that. If you want to do something like that, guys, contact me, Treyval, TREYVAL disposable, all one word, DISPOSEABOWL @gmail.com. I can get your orders going. I can even get you better deals going through me, of course, rather than going directly through the company. So definitely look to me for that. I'll post it on the gram as well for you guys. But yeah, I will also be at the Juicy 420 party with a table there in Pueblo on April 12th. So we'll have an opportunity to you'll be able to purchase from my booth.
I love
it. Also going to have I spoke with 111, the other company I work with, and they're actually going to provide me with 4 different strains of their flower to be able to try in the bowl. So you, as a customer coming up to my table, will be able to try a strain from 111
awesome.
in a disposable pipe, and then you can purchase one from me. They'll
What
be
are
$5
those?
a piece.
I was just gonna ask, what do those
Yeah.
bitches go for?
Yeah,
$5
these are going to be
piece. That's
$5
pretty
a
good.
piece. There are price breaks at certain things, but yes, the going rate right now $5, which I think is great.
It's fair.
It really, really is. So again, I snagged one of my favorite strains.
I love
You
it.
snagged one of yours. We're going to talk about yours in a second.
Yeah.
I grabbed Lemonade.
Ooh.
So Lemonade is 20% sativa. It's heavy terp levels of like limonene, pinene.
Yeah, that
Lemon OG and Gorilla Haze are the strain crosses to it. But I gotta tell you, it's not a sativa for me. It's an indica for me through and through. I smoke this and I'm ready to pass out.
Seriously.
Love it. Love it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, everyone else wants to call it a sativa. I'm all about it being an indica, so screw them. Anyhow, tell me about your flower.
Well, I'm like I said earlier, I'm not really a big smoker recently or in the last year because of the whole vocal cord thing.
Right.
And so I actually have not smoked flower in almost a year now.
Oh,
it's been a little weird.
Welcome.
I know yeah. So I have from our friends over at Kind Love, I have their wedding cake, which is a good mix between a cherry pie and Girl Scout cookies. And I always love Kind Love stuff because it's always so pretty. It's always so pretty.
That is actually very nice. It's nice and light in color. Beautiful little hairs in there.
And I always love the smell. And wedding cake for me, it's always an occasion for wedding cake. I'll never get married, but I'll always have my wedding cake.
Show me the tart spoon.
So
you guys, I'm gonna have her explain this.
This is so cool. So I was up at a pop-up at Mako Holistic in Boulder.
I love Mako.
And there's a young guy there named Sam Steingard. He is the founder of a little company called Terp Metrics and Terp Scoops. And he has created this little tiny scoop that literally makes scooping your weed so much easier and so much, oh my goodness, like your fingers aren't going to get sticky. Now, granted, I need to practice with this because I haven't.
Can we hold that up to the camera? Show them what she is doing.
Yeah.
So you guys, she is using the little spoon, and we'll show you that spoon in a second, to scoop up the cannabis. She just grinded up in her grinder to put easily into the pipe, and she's using the bottom of this bowl, of the little handled bowl, to pack it down. Great idea, super innovative. As I said, I would love to see this on a necklace.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and make a hemp necklace.
This
for that little
is
guy.
such a super smart idea.
It's genius.
Yes, because a lot of times too, they want you to, like, you use that little spoon thingy for your peak.
Yeah,
and I get it, but that sometimes they're very seldom.
Oh, you mean
the third parter of her.
I got it. It's right here in the Keith catcher.
Keith catcher. She has. Mine doesn't come with the Keith catcher.
Well,
I don't think in '97 they had Keith catcher.
So yeah, here's the little Keith catcher. in comparison to
Look
the
at that.
Terp scoop.
Look at that. I know you can barely see that, but like it's probably the terp catcher or the little guy is probably smaller than my pinky nail. Okay,
Here's a comparison.
smaller than my pinky nail. So you're picking up some keep with that, but you're packing a bowl with this.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Your fingers aren't going
Great
to get
idea.
sticky. The residue's not going to get there. It's all going to be saved for the pipe.
So Laura,
Let's toast.
I am going to have you try out disposable.
I'm really excited about
I am
this.
too. So you guys, what you're getting from disposable is you are getting a nice clean hit that's going to come through like it would on any other kind of pipe. Are there going to be little airways? Of course, it's a paper that you're folding up, absolutely. But so innovative, exactly meets your needs the way you want it to and need it to for the time being that you're either in town, at a festival, or doing some sort of an event.
That's slick.
Absolutely, right?
That is slick as
It's
hell.
pretty cool. It's really, really cool.
And to be
guys.
honest, I was a little nervous lighting it, thinking it was going to start on fire.
That's fair. My father actually also thought, like, he's like, wouldn't that burn?
Yeah.
Isn't something going to happen? Not
No,
at all.
that's amazing.
Not at all.
Friends, for those of you coming into town for 420, if you're coming in to visit friends and you don't want to,
Look at that hit.
great
Look at that hit.
airflow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's genius. It
Absolutely.
really is genius.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's a great idea. Your thoughts then on disposable?
I love it. I want to slap the Joy Bomb logo on there and give them away at pop-ups. For me as a brand ambassador, I love to have items of swag for every type of consumer. So even if you're not an edible person, which some people aren't because they don't have that core enzyme.
Right.
So I want to be able to offer them something that they can take home and use. And this is perfect. This is genius.
It really is. Our prices are ridiculously low. Like I said, when it comes to that, you guys contact me. We will get you situated, bulk, custom, anything. We can work on that with you. We can sell them in 3-pack. We can sell them in single. Up to you completely. The price points are amazing. It's absolutely fun. It's fun. It's a fun toy. It's a fun gimmick to have. And I wouldn't even really say a gimmick because gimmicks are things that go away eventually.
Absolutely.
This to me is something that can stick around.
It's been around for a little bit too.
It has.
Sounds like. So
It has.
I think it's going to outlast.
When I had the one that I had, it was not white. It was more of the brown color, like how the takeout brown foldable boxes are.
Yeah.
It was like that. And so that's what we were dealing with. So the ivory paperboard is really great to use as well. Long lasting, high grade, and like I said, food grade quality. So what that means is that it's not saying like, oh, you can eat this, but it's not made with chemicals.
Right. It's safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's see. Okay. So I think it's time for that viewer giveaway.
All right.
So
why don't you put this little terp bowl in that basket too?
Oh.
And they can have a terp.
We're going to put a terp bowl in the
terp
basket.
scoop from Sam.
You guys, this basket is filled with goodies.
Oh,
it is so filled. So let's see what's going on. So here's what we're going to do. Here's how it works.
I think it's just Dad on, isn't it?
It is.
Hey, Dad. Guess what?
Hey. So here's how this is going to work. 21 and up, of course, and you must be a resident of Colorado. In the comments, so in the comment section, just type your name and the city in Colorado where you reside. It's simple, right?
Easy peasy.
That's it. We're going to give you 120 seconds to go ahead and do that. And Laura, as soon as we see those names, we'll write them down. We're going to put them in there, and then we'll go from there. So.
It's pretty cool. I can do that. I haven't been able to hum or sing for a while. So,
do you want to know something funny about the song that you're humming?
What's that Jeopardy theme song?
Do you know that ever since I was a kid, I have always been able to feel like that song segues perfectly into "I'm a Little Teapot." Do 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 do. Tip me over and pour me out.
Oh my God!
Right?
I'm ready to sing the
I'm
whole
all
damn
about
song.
it now. Yeah.
I'm a little
Yeah.
teapot, short and stout. It works. It works.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, I don't see you guys going in those comments. We kind of figured that was going to happen. That's fine. Looks like we won our basket back. or Addis, if you want to win that basket, it's all you.
Get on it,
$100, some dollar value over there. Lots of goodies.
time you're in
Mom will
town.
like them. Yeah. We can not mail them out to you
No,
if
never
need
do
not be. But yeah, maybe when you drive out here next, you can just consume them all. It'll be fun.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys for not tuning in on that one. I thought, there were a lot of likes on that one. We thought we would actually get some viewers. But
It's gonna be after the fact when someone's gonna be really sad that we stopped.
Absolutely, they are.
That's okay.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, it's okay. It happens. If you, I was gonna say if you did win, we would definitely put you up on there. But you know what? Fuck you.
It's a good song. Have you heard that one yet?
I have.
It's a great one.
So, you guys, a few upcoming events to enjoy then, since we're gonna start bringing. Oh, look, he did put a name in there. Oh. And technically, she has an address here in Colorado.
Well, Mom is gonna have some good bombs waiting for her.
Co-signer on my apartment. So technically, she does have an address here in Colorado. So the winner, Rosemarie Valentine. Girl, you go. So some events. On the 6th, Terps and Glass, a Safe Sesh event by Ollie. I love Ollie. I love his events. He's been going strong.
Yeah.
He has been going really strong with his events. He's had a lot of great help from Hash Pie.
Okay.
Which was great. I think that he's taken off in a good way.
That's good.
He really
That's
has.
awesome.
And they are safe sessions. It's a place where you can literally go and feel very comfortable in your surroundings there.
That's cool.
They work well with the MED as well to make sure that their events are done
even better.
properly. Yes.
Because we know what happens in this industry.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. So the 12th, I already mentioned this. Juicy 420 party in Pueblo. General admission is free, but if you want a VIP ticket, it's only $10, you guys.
Oh, nice.
And of course, I'll have a booth there with Disposable and 311 and 111. Yes, that's right. We're bringing 311 and no doubt. Stone Pony, New Jersey. Anyhow, the 18th is Bam Bam Productions is doing a rap battle. It's the Who's Got the Juice rap battle, and I will also have a booth there for Disposable.
That's exciting.
Yes, of course. The Sensi kickoff to 420 weekend is going to be on the 19th.
We will be
We
there.
will be there.
Bombs,
Absolutely. Yeah. You'll be there. I'll be there. I'm actually going to be there enjoying myself. You working?
I am working. We will be there with Joy Bombs giving away yummy goodies. So
I'm there. I'm so there. All right. Bunch of 420 events coming up. The Cannabis Carnival in Colorado Springs. We know Bongathon is going to be there as well. It's at the Inhale Resort. I just absolutely love the name Inhale Resort. So check it out. Bongathon is definitely going to do their 1 gram races there, which I thought was really cool. I love when they do that stuff. Crusher, who runs the Outlaw Bong, he definitely crushes it for his name, for sure. On the 20th as well, Tetra Lounge is doing the Battle of Bands, but they're also holding the Cannabis Week. So 19th to the 21st, it looks as though they're going to be having a couple of different little things going on.
Way to go, Dwayne.
I know. I'm so glad to see that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see. Like I keep saying, you guys, it just gets under my skin. If you were there opening day, ribbon cutting day, the man had public authority there. He had the mayor there, and he still couldn't get through this red tape. He should have been passed through that. They should have pole vaulted him over that red tape. Yeah. Like Noah. Seriously. Absolutely. He should have been blessed on high with the ability and capability to do that without problem.
I feel like we've gone backwards a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Absolutely. Also on the 20th, JARS presents the 420 at Civic Center Park.
Oh, yeah.
That is a free event, so definitely head on out there.
I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Lots of good stuff. Are you working that weekend there?
I'm not there. I'm everywhere else but there.
Of course. I have a couple of 111 pop-ups that day as well. Also, I have the Pyramid pop-up where they're doing that Terp beer release that we mentioned in the first segment. So Pyramid is, again, they're releasing a terp-infused beer with the 6 and 40 brewery in Wheat Ridge. This is a terp infusion, not a THC infusion beer. So keep that in mind. It will still have an ABV,
Right.
but it will not have THC to it. So
Nice.
that's okay. 421. I thought this was really cool. I absolutely thought this was a great idea. It reminded me very much of like old school raver days, where you would literally rave till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then there's a rave right after that at 7 o'clock with breakfast and music that would just blow your mind for hours. So there's that going on. Technically, it's called Wake and Bake 420 edition. It's at your mom's house, which, as we know, is on 13th
concert
and
venue.
I know, I love that place.
I love going there. Going to your mom's house tonight for a concert.
But yeah, that's actually apparently that's on the 21st, and that's between the hours of 1:30 and 6 p.m.
Nice.
So yeah,
Lots
I thought that's
to
a really
do.
cool idea.
There's no shortage of things to do around here. I'll tell you that much.
I know. We're also going to jump ahead a month about events.
Oh yes, please. Let's go to May.
The event we're going to be doing in May for Mother's Day weekend.
Yes.
Goat yoga with the Denver Yoga Social.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
We're excited.
We're going to be part of the market pop-up that will be going on both Saturday and Sunday. I'll only actually be at the Sunday one.
That's okay. I'll be okay with that.
You guys are going to be at both.
We will be there both days.
This is going to be awesome. I'll be doing chair massages using Iovia products.
Yes, and Iovia will be there. We will be giving away little samples, and then we'll have a grab bag for a door prize. I am so excited for this goat social, mostly for the goats, but I'm excited to see a lot of people and tell them about Iovia and the great products we've got.
Stick around towards the end, and if Shannon says, "Hey, does anyone want to help put the goats back in the?" They're so much fun.
Boy.
They're oh my God, it was so cute to pick them up. It was just, it's like picking up puppies. It's just too cute. I love it. So yes, I appreciate that you guys are sponsoring my chair massage stuff as well.
People to have a good relief.
I love that. I love that. I can't wait. And I love Iovia products, you guys. We've shown them before on the Soundless episode that we had. You guys have bath salts. You have patches.
No, we have a transdermal lotion.
Okay.
We're one of the only transdermal lotions out on the market. That's a true transdermal, true bioavailability of a transdermal. We have the bath soaks where you can actually get 4 baths per bag. And then we also have tinctures. And tinctures are what basically started Iovia, 13, 14 years ago?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're happy to see that company is still thriving and still helping people find relief.
You guys have a night tincture, a high THC tincture, and then you have a high CBD.
We have a high CBD, we have a high THC, we have a CBD THC 1-to-1, and then we have a CBN, and those are all available both on recreational and medical.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if anybody needs a CBD tincture or THC, I mean, the ailments that this stuff, one of our former MIP operators, Ed, his daughter is actually one of the biggest consumers. She and her twin sister were born 18, 19 years ago.
Okay.
And Barrett was diagnosed with Rett syndrome. Rett syndrome affects musculoskeletal, everything, neurological, every part of Barrett's body it affects. It shortens the lifespan. It affects primarily little girls, and it shortens their lifespan to 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And Barrett will be graduating high school this next year.
Oh, wow.
So to know that she's had quality of life is many thanks to Iovia.
That's amazing.
It truly is a medication that works, and I can't wait till we get cannabis rescheduled, until we get it figured out, because this is something that really needs to be available to more people.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I love that you also represent a company that does topicals and tinctures and things like that. It's always good to know that there's an alternative out there. One of the things that we know for a fact is like people in Florida that are so used to that pharmaceutical lifestyle, right?
Right.
That it's hard for them to catch on to the hype, to get on the hype train and be like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to start smoking cannabis. No, maybe that's not your thing.
Right.
But let's try
There are other things.
Let's try something else.
Other things.
There are definitely other things, and it does not have to be an opioid, and it does not have to be a pharmaceutical related item.
Absolutely.
So there are still tickets available for that Denver Yoga Social Goats Mother's Day Goat event, which I love. I think that's going to conclude this evening's show. Thank you again, Laura.
Hey, no, thank you.
Appreciate you.
It's always
Thank you
fun
to
to be
Joy
with
Bombs and Iovia.
Yes.
Thank you, Kahuna Cannabis Company. You can pick up all of those things too that we talked about again at Morrison Gardens, those icy pops, the Hi-Fi Lagunitas, as well as the Keef sodas. But you can pick up Keef soda pretty much anywhere. We love them. What else do we have going on? I love the rarities, like I said, of that place. Thank you to, let's see, Denver Yoga Social. Shout out to DKC, of course, for the flower that we smoked, or haven't smoked at all yet. We'll smoke that in a bit, but we're always talking DKC. Huge thank you to my new bosses with Disposable.
So excited for you.
This is going to be so exciting. Oh. Happy thank you to our winner of our not so Easter basket, Rosemary Valentine. Thank you, Mom. We love that you were watching and paying attention. You know, I usually get the views after the show. I'm just a little shocked that nobody was watching this time around, but you know what? We're watching, and that's what freaking matters. Yeah. That's all I care about.
It's been a weird day with the weather and everything else. I don't know where it is.
What in the hell was with the weird, like, snow
Started off with snow, rain. The sun came out for a while, and now it's back to crap.
Yeah, pretty
Go figure.
Right, but 72-degree weather on Wednesday.
I'll take it.
Absolutely. I'm wearing shorts, and I don't even wear shorts normally. Holy hell. But so don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Go to our Insta page too and like the Insta page, the_sesh_connection. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/@theseshconnection, all one word. You can catch me here live 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm your host, Tracy Valentine. This is the Sesh Connection. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful night. Thanks again. We appreciate you.
Stay high.